Guys, deluded. I'm back again. Now you guys know I love youth football and I'm never sugarcoating it to you guys. I'll never claim to know everything. But because I love youth football, obviously I love Arsenal's academy or any academy. I actually like watching Southampton's because I actually like how Southampton play football, how their coaches develop young players, how they take players off the likes of Arsenal, Spurs, United that get released and give them scholars and things like that. So I like youth football. Obviously, with that being said, it's the time of the year. First year scholarships are being announced, and we've had quite a few. I believe 7, 8, maybe even 9 players announced in regards to the scholars. I've told you about young Bakayo Saka, and you saw him playing the FA Youth Cup and for the under 18s. You saw him at the under 17s championships with England. He's someone I rate very highly. Can play on the flanks, can play at fullback, and it'll be interesting over the next couple of years to see where his position is, and he nails it down because he does. He doesn't remind me of Maitland-Niles, but his development and his presence reminds me of Maitland-Niles in the sense that it could be accelerated very quickly, similar to Emil Rose-Smith. So we know about Saka already. We know about Okonkwo, the young keeper, who I believe although his name wasn't on the official website, I believe he's turned down interest from Celtic and Leipzig and signed for us. Kept a scholarship with us. Obviously, we lost Oko Flex, someone that's got an extreme amount of potential and things. He's deemed that his career is best served at Celtic, and all we can do is applaud him because if that's what he believes, that's what he believes. What more can you say? But yeah, there's a couple other young players, of course, that we could speak about. I've got extensive knowledge on everyone, and I'm keen to learn as much as you do. But the ones I have seen, firstly, I believe he signed a scholarship. Let me flip the paper. Is it Alfie Matthews? Now he's a midfielder, good technical ability as you would look for, and we'll get to see what he will do next season. And I'm learning like you guys, but he's an English youth international. I believe Cottrell signed the scholarship. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but he's another England international. Obviously you've got what's his name, Ryan Bosu. I can't say his name. I haven't seen him play, but from what I've read and things like that, he seems like someone that's on job. He played someone that I know who's obviously watched him, and he's played at I believe it's the Islington Schools Cup final, to which he played very well. I haven't seen the player with my own eyes, and I'm keen to see it with my own eyes. So I won't lie to you guys. Obviously Josh Martin. He's another midfielder. He can play in midfield. He can play on the flanks. He's got good technical ability, in my opinion. Able to change, make quick decisions. Like I said, good technical ability. Another one I'm keen to see is very fleet-footed of sorts. To be honest with you. Then obviously you've got the keeper Thomas Smith, young English international who's been capped at obviously England level. His signing did worry me a bit because if we're going to bring Okonkwo and sign him as a keeper, on top of we've got Virginia who will step up into the under-23s, Ilev who signed a new deal, Macy's there. There's a lot of keepers collectively at the club. Maybe not youngish keepers, but there's a lot. So you'd have to wonder for him, is there a pathway to? Do they believe he has genuine quality and free? Was he signed because Okonkwo didn't commit a deal? Now, I don't know. I'm just speculating with you guys. But on the basis that he's been capped by England and stuff, you'd like to think he's got genuine potential. And then you've got Stan Flowhouse. My handwriting is so poor. But yeah, either way, Stan, he made his under-18s debut last season. He actually got a couple minutes for the under-23s. He looks decent. He looks like someone that can get nice little cute creative touches. I haven't seen extensive amounts of him, but like I said to you guys, but these are players I'm going to look for to next season. In the last 2 years, we've probably given a lot of scholarships out, more so than the years before that. So I'm keen to see these lot. I mean, sadly, it's sad to say, but at these ages, everyone's got potential. Everyone's got technical ability. Like the positives I've been naming of these players are typical things you look for in Arsenal players. So it will be a pivotal 2 years. Some will impress initially and float away as it goes on. Some will struggle, and then as they develop a bit physically, because we need to remember 16 and 18 footballing terms, depending on puberty, can make the difference. Need Joe Willock, the best example. He had to wait a bit, and now he's basically in the first team. So yeah, we'll get to see a lot of stuff. I mean, in the next 2 years, it's a pivotal. Some won't make it, some will. Some will have a career elsewhere, some won't, and things like that. But that's the beauty of it. Players that you sleep on might make it. Like, I mean, Iwobi's in the first team. Some people with that little age group, I mean, he was more or less about with Gnabry, Zelalem, Akpom at the time. He was highly rated. A lot of these Maitland-Niles to a degree. A lot of these sort of Crowley. A lot of these sort of Willock. A lot of these sort of players were the ones you was looking at before you was looking at Iwobi. And some would admit he was destined to have a future at some level, but it's only after Wenger took a shine to him, gave him a bit of faith that he was in the first team and them things there. So it's about opinions at the end of the day. Obviously, like I said, Ben Cottrell. There's a lot of players I want to see. To be fair with you, man, I want to see what they're on, and yeah, it'll be. I'm keen to see how they step up. I'm keen to see how the under-18s play in the FA Youth Cup, considering we got to the final. I want the likes of Amici, John Jules. Who else was there? John Jules, Amici, Saka, Emil Smith, but he'll probably be in the under-23s. Vontae Daly Campbell, Thompson. I want a lot of these. All of these players are players that are very good players and have played well. The challenge to them is now to do it again now, because that's what it's like at this age. It don't matter what you did last year. You need to do it again. And I really hope Amici is one that I want to see this time next year in Emil Smith's position, getting called up for the first team and them things there. I mean, I would love him to get called up within the season, but I do think that's wishful thinking. When I say called up, I don't mean training with the team and things like that, because he's more than capable of cutting himself. I mean bench for the first team and them things there. I won't rule it out because he had a great season, but I do think it will come too early. Trey Coyle as well, I hope he gets a look in, man. Before he signed the full-term scholarship, you saw him battling out for us. Last year he had injuries and things like that. It was a testing period for him, but he's someone I believe has genuine potential, and if someone takes a shine to him, you don't know how far he could go in the game. I really like him, man. I really like him, and he's very humble as well. But yeah, there's nothing more to say on that front, man. Guys, Deluded, please get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.